Hi Facebook and YouTube. Hello Instagram. I'm dual streaming today. So today we're going to look at and we're going to talk about meeting people where they're at. This is huge, especially around the holidays. So many of you who are watching are business owners. I am a spiritual business mentor and financial coach for women entrepreneurs. So many of you, like I said, who are watching this are entrepreneurs. And during the holidays, during this season, we have a lot going on. We have year-end sales. We have back-end things that we're cleaning up and making sure that are going to be finished before the end of the year. And a lot of things come up for us, okay? As well as life things. And today, I watched a live stream of someone who was having a conversation with a family member. And the family member just was not having it. You know, this family member just did not want to get involved with this live stream. And the person just kept getting on, like, come on, come on, come on, come on, and was trying to make their family member participate and kind of give an example to the audience and whatever. And the person just wasn't having it. They were just like, I don't want to do this. And they forced and forced and forced until finally the person was like, okay, fine, whatever. And they played along. And I just felt so much pain for the person who just didn't want to play along. And it's just like, look, you've got to meet people where they're at. And you can't force people to change. You can't force people to want things in their life or their businesses that they're just not ready for. You know, I offer coaching. I offer a mastermind membership program for people who are ready. And not all of you right now might be ready. And this is something that as a business owner, you have to remember this, okay? It's not about the sale today, okay? It's about building relationships, whether in front of the camera, behind the camera, or anywhere in between. You've got to start first and foremost with meeting people where they're at and showing them who you are and building relationships and nurturing it and honoring where they're at in their life. And they might not be ready for you. They might not be ready for your products. They might not be ready to play or participate. And that's okay, but you've got to remember that your agenda is your agenda. Their agenda is their agenda. Okay? So how does this translate into the whole scheme of things? Well, you know, you've got to get out of your own way and honor the people where they're at. I mean, this is huge. I mean, I cannot stress this enough. So let's just say that you're going to a holiday party over the next couple days or over the next couple weeks, and you want someone to go with you, whether it's your spouse or your partner, and they've got other stuff going on, or they're just not in a good mindset. So, and they don't want to go, okay? So some people could take offense to this. Some people could bitch and complain and throw a fit until the other person says, fine, I'll go, you know? And then they go and they're resentful. Maybe they have a good time. Maybe not. But then you come back afterwards and there's this kind of air about everyone that just is kind of pissy because that person didn't want to go, okay? So maybe this person has always attended all of your stuff, but this year maybe they weren't feeling good, whatever the case may be. So what would it have looked like what would it look like if that person says, no, I'm just not feeling it, I don't want to go, I know that I always go to your stuff, but I just can't do it this year. What would it feel like for you to just say, okay, cool, I totally get it, I'm going to rock this party by myself. Cool. Notice how that feels to let the pressure off. Notice how that feels. Notice how it feels when you have a conversation with someone, maybe in a strategy call, and you know that you could help them so much with your coaching. but they're just not at that place yet where they can afford it, or where they really see the value of your coaching, or that they really, say, I'm not ready for it yet. Okay, cool. Perfect. Yay. So what value can you give them that they can take and run with in the meantime? How can you honor where they're at instead of forcing your agenda on them? I have seen so many people online try to convince other people to buy their products and convince other people to attend their events, like the 3rd annual planning party, or do whatever. And the tactics that some people use, I have to just sit back and go, wow, really? And they used fear-based tactics. They used manipulation. And I just don't like that. That's one of the reasons why I do hard sells. I'm like, this is it. You either want it or you don't. I don't want to convince you. I shouldn't have to convince you. You know if you're ready to buy something or not. That's it. Many times, actually I think every single time that I've ever taken a sales class, it's always like, well, you have to establish a need and a desire, and you have to play into their fears and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you don't. You can play into their hopes, and you can say, you know what, if you really want it, you're going to buy. If you really want it and you're really ready, let's go for it. But you've got to have that little feeling inside of you. I mean, there's been times where I've had conversations with people, both in my business and in my personal life, where I just wasn't feeling it. I'm like, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. And I just remove myself from the situation because I'm just not at that place where I can have this conversation with somebody. Or years ago, years and years and years and years ago, I heard about transcendental meditation. I was like, I don't have, 40 minutes a day to meditate. And I was doing other forms of meditation. I was doing active meditation and guided meditations and all this stuff, mantra meditations. And then finally, I think it was about 6 or 7 years after I'd first heard about TM, that I was feeling this anxiousness every time I meditated, that I just couldn't, I wanted to go deeper. I wanted to just go down the rabbit hole and just get lost. And I just couldn't find a way to do it. And so then I was like, all right, peeps, show me a better way. Show me a different way for me to meditate so that I can go down that virtual rabbit hole. And lo and behold, popping up in my inbox was a video and a mailer about transcendental meditation. I'm like, yes, this is it. So I went through the program, and I now do TM twice a day. And it is absolutely amazing. And so this is something that when you can recognize that even though something sounds good, or something sounds entertaining, or sounds like a good idea or whatever, and you're all up for it, doesn't mean the other people in your life are going to be as well. So this holiday season, in your life and in your business, do yourself a solid and meet the people where they're at, okay? Your loved ones, your partners, your spouses. Hopefully you just have one, not multiple. If you do, then no judgment. But give yourself permission to just say, okay, that's where you're at. Rock on. I honor that, and that's totally cool with me. And release the expectation of other people. Release it. And just, like I said, meet them where they're at. And if that feels uncomfortable for you, if that feels a little awkward, a little weird to just, because I'm an avid reader, okay? And there's been books that have literally changed my life. I'm like, oh my God, everybody needs to read this freaking book. Oh! And literally I will buy multiple copies. I'll give you an example. Hang on. This is a book. I'll show you, hang on. I literally have multiple copies of this book, The Strangest Secret, because it is so good. I think this should be mandatory reading for everybody on the planet. Just saying. And I've given it to a shit ton of people. And yes, that is a term. I've given it to a shit ton of people. I'm like, oh my God, you have to totally read this book, I give it to them. If they don't read it, that's totally cool. But I've planted the seed, you know. And if they're not ready for it, if they throw it away, if they give it away, that's fine. But I'm excited about something and I want to share that excitement. But again, if somebody is not ready, they're not going to want to do it because they have to be at that point in their life to where they feel that same vibration of that thing that you are presenting or that you are talking about in order for them to get it. Like, okay, the book, here, I'll show you. There's many books that I've read that I did not get at the first time. So, The Four Agreements, fabulous book. First time I read it, I was like, that's okay. It totally was like over my head. A couple years later, I picked it up and it changed my life. Changed my life. So give yourself permission, like I said, and I know that I kind of keep giving a whole bunch of different examples, and that's really because when we think, oh, well, this isn't relevant to me, or this isn't relevant to my life, or this isn't relevant to my business, then you're missing the point, okay? Give yourself permission to really honor where people are at. Give yourself permission to say, if they don't want to play, that's totally cool. If they do, rock on, but no pressure. And during the holidays, so many people put so much pressure on the people in their lives to do things and be a certain way and say certain things. And I mean, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Meet people where they're at. And when you do this, the people in your life are going to recognize it. They're going to be like, oh my God, no pressure from that person. I didn't feel like going. They didn't make me go. I respect them so much more because they honored my feelings. They honored where I'm at. Instead of discounting your feelings and saying, well, you need to go because this. I mean, that was the big thing in like my family growing up. Whether we felt like it or not, we had to go to family functions. And I'm like, I don't want to go. Oh my God, And not all family functions, just every once in a while. I'm like, I just didn't feel like going, And when we moved here, there was some times where my kids were like, I don't want to go. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't make them. And they were like, really? I don't have to go? I'm like, no, if you don't feel like going, I'm not going to go. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're just going to be pissy. They're going to be resentful. And actually, one time I made my kids go to this Celtic Thunder concert. It was supposed to be awesome. I was really excited about it. It ended up being just a Christmas concert. It was in November. I took my second oldest sister and my two kids. And my youngest son was pissy the whole time. And it was kind of a shit show. But it was nothing like we thought it was going to be. And all of us were like, really? So that's why I was like, nope, never going to make him do anything again. Because I think that all that funky energy just like jacked up the whole thing. But anyway, so the point of all of this is meet the people in your life and in your business where they're at instead of thinking that they need to be someplace that they're not ready to be. And hold that sacred space for them so that when they are ready, you can meet them with love and you can meet them with open arms and you can meet them where you're at. Okay? So, speaking of being at places or meeting people where you're at, if you are in the place in your life and in your business to where you are ready to rock it, okay, to absolutely rock it, to create goals and to start putting those goals into action, I invite you to join me for the third annual planning party. It's this Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. During the event, we're going to give away 11 prizes. The first 10 people are going to win this book. This is my Year in Reverse Yearly Planning Guide for women entrepreneurs. If you're not a woman entrepreneur, you can still use it. So, and 3 other people are going to win. This is an action planner. This is a planner that will help you track 3 goals in your life. Super freaking amazing. So you're going to get this book and this planner, as well as a set of metallic tabs, which is super fun. Another person is going to win my book and the 90-day action planner, which this one tracks 5 goals. And then you're going to get 2 sets of metallic tabs to use for it. And then another lucky person is going to win Aqua Notes and my book. This is a waterproof notepad for your shower. I have these in all of my showers because I get the best ideas when I'm showering. So, and then 7 other people are going to win this, and then 1 lucky winner is going to win 1 year of private coaching with me. I have never done this before. So, if you want in, if you are ready, if you are at that place in your life where you realize that winging it is no longer working, and that you set goals at the beginning of the year or anytime during the year and you just keep falling short, if you're ready to start first and foremost learning how to create goals so that you can actually stick with them, if you're ready to review 2018 and we're going to do a nice releasing ceremony, and you're ready to plan your plan of action for 2019, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or on my website, I want you to click the link below to join us and register for the 3rd annual planning party. That's going to register you, and then in your email and on the thank you page, there's going to be a link for you to join the Facebook group. It's going to be a live event in a private Facebook group. If you're on Instagram, click the link up here that goes to my profile, and then click the link in my profile, and you're going to see the registration link for the 3rd annual planning party. Click it, join us. It's going to be freaking epic. Like I said, we have all of these prizes that we're going to be giving away for 10 lucky winners, and then 1 winner is going to get 1 year of private coaching with me. It's going to be freaking epic. I can't wait. But if you're not ready, then don't join. Don't join. If you are ready to take some action, if you are, and it's not a shit ton of action, it's literally 1 step a day. I'm going to be teaching you my method on how I get so much done in such a short period of time. I teach you how to be productive instead of busy. Oh my gosh, I have all kinds of really good juicy secrets I'm going to be teaching you guys. I love it. So, if you're at that place where you are ready to do this, okay, I want you to click the links and join us for the 3rd annual planning party. It's this Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. All right. I love you all so very much, and I will see you hopefully Saturday in our planning party. All right. Love you all. Bye.